guy knows a little bit about that ballpark. Pat DiMarco played for the Falcons. The jersey's right above his shoulder, everybody. Just look past that pretty head of hair, and you'll see it. Old 42. What's up? What's up, brother?
What's going on, Jamie? How are you been?
I was, 24 days until kick, but I was actually counting how many days it's been since you've been on here. It's pretty depressing. It's been too long.
It's been a while. Been busy though. Chasing around Garcia with Tailgate Talks, and then all the kids and all that good stuff too.
That's chasing your tail. Nobody can catch Steven. You know that.
That's true. I tried for 4 years and failed terribly.
Tailgate Talks, the first episode of season 2 is out. It's on our app. It's on their YouTube channel. It's all over social media, and it's Marcus Lattimore. He was a pretty good football player. And so how's Marcus doing? I haven't talked to him probably in 4 or 5 years. Pat, how's he doing?
He is awesome. Like, you can tell that he is so happy where his feet are at and what he's up to. Making an impact everywhere he goes, just like he did here. So no, he's doing great. He's obviously married to his wife, and they live out in Oregon now and enjoying kind of the Oregon weather and outdoors and completely different kind of culture that he's embraced. And no, Marcus he's awesome. He's still an old Carolina boy at heart. And no, I mean, he's doing great. It was great to catch up.
You think he'll ever move back?
Probably not. I mean, do you remember that article that came out? I think ESPN did it a while back, and it was just like he needed to change the scenery and to get away from being Marcus Lattimore and be who he wants to be outside of football, and he's doing that, and he's making huge impact with what he's doing now. I'm loving these Carolina poems that he's doing now with former players and Carolina football and the state of South Carolina. This place still means the world to him.
Yeah.
So
does he have a poem about you?
No, I don't even. I mean, that would be a very short poem. My football, he blocked for me. He was nice. He was good. He was a good leader. And he left me.
he left me in the dust, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, and I know that you'll take the credit and shrug it off. I as special of a freshman year as he had, I don't know if some of the things that he was able to achieve that year he would have been able to achieve without you out there in front of him, though. Even he said that. I mean, you were kind of a key to that.
It was cool. We had just in the one short year we were together, we had a pretty good relationship and saw things eye to eye, and were able to study film together and understand kind of flow and what we wanted to do, what we wanted to attack. It was pretty cool to be able to what we achieved in just one short year, and especially him as a freshman, me as a senior. Like, I had a little more experience, but I learned a lot from him, and he probably learned a lot from me. It's what kind of the whole team aspect and growth and development is really for.
All right. On Tailgate Talks, I don't know. We won't.
It's a long one.
Yeah.
It almost goes 2 hours, and he deserved every second of it. And I just finished it this morning. It was entertaining start to finish.
You went back and listened to your self-talk, huh? I hate doing that.
I wanted to, I'm a perfectionist, right? I want to see how much better or worse I've got from beginning of season 1 to end of season 1 to beginning of season 2, and kind of watch progression and Steven and flow. And, we're still new to this thing. So always areas of improvement, and make sure, we have some incredible sponsors that you've helped with at times. So I wanted to make sure all those were hitting the marks, and, learning the podcasting and influencer world, I should say.
Well, you've gotten worse. You didn't need to go back and listen for 2 hours to figure that out.
Yeah, no, why do you have me on your show? I sound terrible. I'm just like, who's this guy talking?
No, just picking on you. What is, without saying names, because we want to keep some intrigue in it, but what does the next few weeks look like on Tailgate Talks?
We have some current guys, some former guys, some people that are involved with the program, some people that used to be involved with the program but are no longer involved with the program. Not for bad purposes, just because that's the coaching and the world of college sports. As you're here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we're we have some of the best players that ever put on South Carolina jerseys in the football world. We have some of the best current players in college football. Just cool interviews, insights, all that good stuff, and got some more stuff in the works. Have some recent guys that played here that are now currently playing in the NFL. Had them join us this summer. Told us their stories. Some guys that started here and were here for 4 years. Some guys that transferred in and had a short bit. And thankfully, this place will launch them into an NFL career, which I don't think they would have had that opportunity had they stayed at their other schools. So different angles and different approaches. But all in all, the whole reason Stephen and I started this was so that Carolina fans could hear how much South Carolina and the university mean to those that put on the jersey and wore the Black Sea. And it's like, I think it's so cool to get different interpretations, and that's kind of our goal, and that's what we're trying to achieve.
We were just having a conversation, Rob Williams and I, a moment ago about how much better this program and the university have gotten at reuniting the history of it with the present day, and then also tying in the future. But there was a time, Pat, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you were one of the dudes that was doing everything you could to kind of mend some of this. There were different eras of Gamecock football that only really associated with themselves with that era of Gamecock football, not necessarily with the program, but it was more along the lines, well, I played for Coach so-and-so and I don't know anybody anymore. And that was an issue for a long time. Shane is all about bring them in, bring them on. We need everybody here.
Well, past, present, future, right? I mean, everybody is going to be impacted in some way, shape, or form by this university. And if you're present and you don't know about the past, then shame on you and shame on us for not kind of bridging that gap. But then also we can turn present and past and help recruit the future. Because a lot of cool stuff's happened here way before I got here. And I mean, I've learned a lot in the last couple of years just about years prior and what this university was. I mean, I was a boy who came up here from Florida who knew very little about South Carolina, but I believed in Coach Spurrier and I believed in the vision and I believed in the recruiting class. And then on my official visit, I saw how awesome this place was. So, I mean, I was one of those, and I think the cool part about it is like there's so much talent here in state. I mean, you do more of the recruiting stuff than I do, but keeping your local talent home is something of beauty too, because it just really fuels the fire and builds this program the way it's supposed to be, especially in the age of college football now, where you can transfer out every year. There's something more to it if you're a home state kid who wants to come play for your home state university and kick ass for them.
All right, I want to ask you real quick about Shane. We talked to him on Monday, and obviously you played for him. In kind of, he was
always involved in special teams. All 4 years I was with him, and he was
special teams certainly, yeah. You would have as neat of a perspective on this as anybody out there for a couple of reasons. One, you were on this football team the entire time that Shane was here under Coach Spurrier. Two, you were a part of his staff when he returned as the head football coach. And then obviously I know that y'all don't get to see each other every day or anything like that. I mean, Shane's a pretty big dude, but we do know Shane Beamer. You know him well. And it's 2025, and he's entering year 5 as a head football coach. And just out of curiosity, through your eyes and using your brain, how have you seen him evolve?
Well, I mean, shoot, when I played here, he was upper 20s, like still kind of a young coach, but obviously with a lot of really good experience and insight from his dad and other places that he was. I mean, it wasn't like he started off at some high school and like inched his way up. He kind of jumped right in with some big SEC schools, and I think this was his second full-time SEC coaching job when he got to Carolina. I think he was at Mississippi State. I think he was defensive backs coach there.
Yep.
But then to step in and kind of run point on special teams, be the coordinator for 2 years, and then get a little more involved in the true defensive side of things. I mean, it was cool. He's still the same intentional, genuine human being that he was at 26, 27, 20. I don't know the exact age that he was, but nothing has changed from who he is as a person, all the success and the status and all these other things. Like, he's still good old genuine Coach Beamer. And then from his kind of growth and development, like, you can just see that he's hiring, like, the staff that he's able to bring here, like, everybody wants to come play for him because of the person that he is. From a coaching standpoint, the players, were getting prospects like left and right. He's always been an incredible recruiter. And then just the community aspect of it, like, he impacts everybody he's around in a positive way. And that's whether he's at Groucho's Deli grabbing a sandwich and there's a fan that jumps up, he's always going to give them their time, energy, and effort to take a picture, acknowledge them, make them feel special. And I think that's why what he's building here has been so special. It's just who he is as a person.
Aside from the obvious, Pat, as we enter camp, they'll scrimmage for the first time Saturday evening at Williams-Brice Stadium at 6:33 p.m., not 6:34. 6:33 p.m. at Williams-Brice Stadium. But aside from the obvious, and the obvious is Lenore Sellers and Dylan Stewart, those are specific players. What do you like about this football team?
Oh, I mean, I was out at practice on Saturday, and just the sheer size up front, like, it's noticeably different. These guys grinded all off season, winter workouts, spring ball, summer workouts, like the sheer mass, like it. Up front, they look like an NFL team, which I don't think was the case 3 years ago. I think it's gotten better every year since then. But, man, they're big. They're big, powerful, strong. They look the part. And then I think another huge development, and where I think there was an area of improvement from last year, is the receiving group. I think that they've brought in a lot of really great players. From a transfer portal standpoint, but also these young developed guys. I mean, Mike Fury's done an incredible job. The offense is going to be kind of catered to certain players in certain spots, but I'm excited to see Nick Harbor. A full year of no track, just football, focused on learning the offense, learning defenses and all that stuff. I think there's going to be a huge leap for the receiver corps.
You said up front. Do you mean both sides of the football?
Both sides, yeah. I mean, we lost a lot of talent on the defensive line front. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but beauty of the portal and true development, and that's been a huge thing here at South Carolina is like, we're not just signing you to play as a freshman. We want you to play as a freshman, but you're going to get better as a sophomore, junior, senior. I mean, they're big. And I know they were in shells when we were there. They weren't in full pads, but I know that there's going to be some body movement up front come this scrimmage on Saturday.
Dylan Stewart, Josiah Thompson, 1v1 Saturday.
That's an epic battle. Those are two of the best in the SEC, maybe nation, to go at it. And how can you not get better if you're competing against each other week in, week out, day in, day out?
Josiah Thompson is one of the more interesting cases of any player at any position in the SEC this year, if you ask me. Starting 13 games as a true freshman at left tackle. He's gained over 15 pounds. He's up over 300 now entering the season. We'll see how long he can keep it on in the heat of August, as we well know, Pat. But, as an offensive with offensive linemen, it's number one, it's rare to start your entire year as a freshman, and then you have an entire offseason. What do you expect out of him?
Well, he is extremely athletic. Like, he moves great. He bends great. So kind of putting on that mass and getting more strength and power is only going to help him out. And he's obviously a very smart, savvy football player. You don't play as a freshman 13 games if you're not.
Nope.
So I'm just excited to see him like year under his belt, more confidence of like truly imposing as well. And yes, he played at a high level as a freshman, but now he can really showcase himself and like sediment himself of like, I'm the guy up front. I've been starting to left tackle for over a year now. And I mean, we're big inside too. So it's just gonna be a lot of fun to watch them. And obviously number 16 back there is kind of is the secret sauce, right? He can make anything happen any given play. So
yeah, I know that I'm looking at the clock. We'll get you out of here in about 1 minute. But you saw 16 in camp last year at this time. What is different about 16 in camp this year?
Well, he's always been a very composed person. Like no moments too big or too small. Like he is extremely steady. But I think where he's really grown is his development in leadership and speaking up and being able to understand the offense and hold people accountable and not be the, hey, I'm starting now, like last year. Now it's like, hey, this is my team. Let's go. Like, no reason not to be up here late studying tape. No reason not to get extra work in the weight room. When I was out there Saturday, like the entire skill group stayed out there and did some extra work. And that was spearheaded by Lenora. So I think just his like leadership and that development, obviously the talents are there. But it's going to be really cool to see him kind of take that next step.
Look, man, I'm itching to get our weeklies back started here pretty soon. In the next couple of weeks, I guess, is when we'll begin all these things. But we'll let you run on that note. Tailgate Talks is out. Pat, Steven, and Marcus